Hey everyone, Vetus, Becca, Jasmine, Elisa, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well today. I know it's not much light in here, but hopefully it's good enough for you guys right now. You guys can go ahead and post your yes or no questions. Make sure you're posting the correct emoji or keyword. I am getting a yes, the Chariot, High Priestess. Joan, the Leo, and Aquarius. I am getting a no for Joan. Thanks, Becca. Let's see. Becca says, will Marquise make up for not calling Becca last night? I am getting a yes, the Magician. Basic Lover. Oh, I'm getting a yes, the Magician again. I am getting a yes, Elisa, Knight of Wands. Make sure you guys are posting the correct emoji or keyword. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's a free list section in the description that gives you instructions on how to get added to the free list. So take a look at that. Sorry, guys. Okay. Is Jay my future spouse. I am getting a yes. 9 of Pentacles is a yes for me. You're welcome, High Priestess. Make sure you guys are liking the video, please. I am getting a maybe, Jasmine. Maybe. High Priestess. I am getting a no, Alexandra. I guess that could be a contributing factor, but that wasn't the reason. If you guys don't put the correct emoji or keyword, you do risk being skipped over, so please make sure you follow the rules. I would not honor the people who are doing the right thing, and it wouldn't be fair to them to do your question when they're following the rules. Oh, beauty, I'm getting a yes. King of Cups. That's cute, Emily. That's cute. I'm glad you guys had a good weekend. I'm getting a no. But it doesn't mean you guys aren't falling for each other. I'm not getting that they're ready to say it just yet. Thank you guys for the new subs. Those of you who are in here and new. Angelic Nymph, I'm getting a no. I think they seem to be happy with the way things are right now. Bella Luna. Judgment. I'm getting a yes for you, Bella Luna. You're welcome, guys. I have a no. 10 of Swords, Bubbles. Jenna, hey Luna, you were right, by the way. Brandon told me he loved me before 2022 ended. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. I appreciate that. I love hearing those things. Do my manifestations work? Please show me a yes or a no. Okay, I am getting a no. They're not working. So some adjustments may be required, change in mindset, or maybe putting more emotion into your manifestations. I personally believe that with manifestations, they're coming to us. They just maybe aren't coming as quickly as we would like. So that could be another interpretation of why you got a no, but hang in there. I am doing well, Jenna. I hope you are doing well today too. Emily says, no worries. Yeah, he moves super slow. You're welcome. Moving slow is not a bad thing. Okay? I promise it's not a bad thing. That's when you know that they're very, very sure when they move slow. If you're in a relationship and you're happy and you're enjoying one another, you don't have to rush the love. Jenna, will I be able to pass my exams and become a school psychologist? Show me a yes or a no for Jenna, please. I am getting a yes. The world. This also talks about an ending coming in, so that's interesting. Three minutes left of the free list. Donations are open. To get pricing information, just check the description. I have anything as little as $3 options to $5 options to $10, $15, so on and so forth. You can build your reading by adding channeled messages. So the list is open tonight. You might have to put a little pressure on Momo. Queen of Swords typically is yes for me, but the intuitive message that I'm getting here is that you have to put a little bit of pressure on. That might be like if you have an ability to call them, check up on it, be annoying if you have to, because I feel like they might put other people as priority. Like it might be planned for yours to be done tomorrow, and then something else high dollar comes in for them, and then they're like, let's work on this instead, and then yours gets put on the back burner. So just be insistent, lay down the hammer, just whatever you can do to be proactive about putting the pressure on. If you have that in your ability, I would do that. Beauty, thank you for cash apping. I'll confirm yours in a second. You guys are very welcome. Ooh, I have a yes. Wheel of Fortune. All good things. She Libra 21. I'm trying to find your question. Oh, am I going to be rich? It's a good question. That's a fun question to ask. Oh, I'm getting a no. 5 of Pentacles. Hermit is also a no that came out. You can change this, but along your current trajectory that you're on right now, I am getting a no. Doing okay, nervous about this question. I feel so overwhelmed with my career. Brandon is a Taurus too. He didn't tell me he loved me till 5 months. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it happens. It takes a little bit of time. You're welcome, Jenna. Beautiful love. Show me a yes or a no for beautiful love, please. I feel like that's a yes. Yeah, 2 of Cups and Knight of Wands. I feel like you are going to get something for your birthday from him. I've been in grad school since 2020. It's glad it's finally hitting. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. School is just not for me. You're welcome, Roses. Danielle donated. That's gonna have to be it for the free list, guys. I went a minute over. We'll do Joelle and we'll do Crystal, and then that'll have to be it. So Joelle. Show me a yes or a no for Joelle. Hi, I speak. How are you? I am getting a no on that one, Joelle. There is still love there at the bottom of the deck. We have the lovers, but I just feel like maybe they're not making you a priority in their thoughts right now. Crystal C. Is Rob the Libra dealing with someone else? You're welcome, Joelle. Is Rob the Libra dealing with someone else? Yes, card or a no card, please. I am getting a no. They are not. 10 of Swords. You're doing good. Oh, you're welcome, Joelle. That is awesome. I am also doing well. All right, so first up we have Beauty for a mini reading. So Beauty, whenever you're ready. Oh, my cravings came in last night. I'm approaching my time of the month, and it always happens around the full moon. Lately, at least I should say lately. Luckily, I'm not having too bad of cravings tonight. But I say if you're craving something like really bad, just give in to it. Your body's telling you that you need something to boost. All right, let's see. Danielle, would you like channeled messages or something different tonight? You're welcome, Crystal. Oh, questions on Cash App. Got it. Thank you. Sorry, guys. The free list is over. We're 20 minutes into our live stream right now. I'm about to work on donations. If you guys still want that answered, you can donate $3. Thank you guys for all the likes on the video as well. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. Tori likes the crow's deck. Where's my crow's deck? So let's take a look, Beauty, into this. Sorry about it, guys. You get yours around the full moon? Oh my gosh. I prefer full moons than new moons. That's my personal thing, but I do feel like it changes sometimes. All right, we're gonna do one more shuffle for Beauty. They actually have like an article online that tells you like what type of energy you're in if you get it around the new moon. And then if you get them around the full moon, it's like an article. Some guy that I'm friends with on Facebook shared it, and I thought it was really interesting. Beauty. Please show me a yes or a no for beauty. Okay. Yes or a no for beauty. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing now. I was a little bit nervous at first. I was like, what the heck is this? Okay. So we have the Tower, Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords. So what it's telling me is that you're tired of something, or there's something that you feel would make you better. There's a lot of changes that will be going on during this process. So I feel like this is elective, possibly elective, not something that's necessary or needed, but something that you're desiring a change. The Six of Swords means moving forward into something that feels better or maybe would make you happier. So I am getting that. I am seeing as the center of the reading the Queen of Cups, which talks about basically actually two queens here. So maybe your confidence will be boosted, or you feel you'll be happier, or things will be easier for you through this process. So that I am getting a yes, because the Ace of Cups is here, and that talks about feeling excited, feeling happy, really enjoying, the results or the aftermath or whatever it is. You feel like this was a good decision. You like the fact that you had this done in the future you like that you had it done. You are happy. I don't know. I'm kind of like sensing that there's something else in addition to this that you'd want to do as well. Like this isn't like the end all be all, but it's like a start or like a continuance. But it feels like there's something else that you'll want to do as well. But I overall feel like you're going to be enjoying yourself. It's going to make your life either somewhat easier or better or more enjoyable or happier. I don't know. There's something along those lines. Okay, good. So I'm glad you're excited. I am picking that up. But I do see here with the queens and the ace here ending out your reading, and also the queen being the center of the reading, it's making you feel like the end results are something that makes you happy. So successful, yes. So awesome. Congratulations. I speak as I sense your energy is low. Girl, yes. Energy is low tonight. Low. I'm just having like serious back pain. I don't know what this back pain is today. I guess I'll say I'll take the feeling that I'm feeling right now over being sick, like I was feeling last week. But I definitely feel like I need to tune into my body, into what my body is telling me. But I wanted to come on tonight for a little bit, so I probably won't be on as long as I was last night. But you are correct, I speak. Your intuition is on point. You're so welcome, Beauty. Thank you for the donation, hon. I'll probably be doing a BOGO stream in the near future, like within the next week or so. So I know you like those. So hopefully we see you back for that. Thank you guys for liking this stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's been really bad for like the last 2 days, where I was like having to hunch over like on my couch in my bed and just kind of like lay like that to take the pressure off a little bit. And I'm sitting in a computer chair right now, so like I just know I'm not going to be able to sit here for hours and hours. Last night I was on for 4 hours. Hey, Queen Resilient, welcome back. Sorry, I just saw your comment. Danielle says channeled messages from Jay. Wants to know if it was really a business trio. Oh, a business trip that he went on a week ago. Okay. I say do it. You eat healthy. You know what I mean? Like you eat so healthy all the time. Danielle, do me a favor and tell me which deck you want. I've got 4. I've got one more here. Let's just do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can tell me the color. Just let me know which one is calling to you. Because I'm going to answer the question about the business trip, and then we're going to dig into some channeled messages. Sweet and salty is the absolute best. Everything in moderation is fine. Also, Mercury retrograde tends to like really get to me specifically. I think a lot of Geminis would agree, because it's like the ruler of us and our language and the way in which we speak and communicate. And I think that can really affect me sometimes too. Queen says, how many questions is it for the $10? I have 2 questions. So Queen, if you have 2 questions and you want to donate $10, you can get 2 readings out of it. They would be mini readings, 5 cards each. But if you wanted me to go more in depth with it, then I would do $20 total, and then that would be in depth for both questions. Unless one of the questions is a yes or no, you could save a little money and do a $3 one. So I don't know if Danielle saw. Danielle, I was just curious if you were called to any of these decks in particular. If you can let me know. I can choose intuitively, but I was just called to ask you which one. Yeah, absolutely, Queen. Just let me know if and when you donate, and I'll add you to the list. You'll be next, actually. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and pick for Danielle because I don't think I see her. Okay. I think I'm going with this one. Okay. So this is for Danielle. First question, was it really a business trip that Jay went on last week? Was it really a business trip? Please show me a yes or no card. One yes or no card, please. Was it really a business trip he went on last week? Okay, I am getting a yes. King of Wands. Oh, I'm sorry, Danielle. I had already picked. I honestly don't even remember which one that was. Was it the blue deck? I can do this for your channeled messages if you'd like. Was it this one? Let me scroll back. How did I have it set up? Yeah, it was this. Oh, no. It was this one. Danielle, 1 or 2? Let me know. But as far as your question, was it really a business trip? I am getting a yes. I see him packing his bags, going on a trip, going to do something. So I feel like that was accurate. Is that the whole truth? Is that all the information that you need? I hope it is. But specifically, like his plans, it felt like that was something he was being honest about. Okay, Queen, thank you. Oh my gosh, my voice. All right, so we're going to do some channeled messages for you, Danielle. You wanted this one. Okay. Got it. I feel like someone in here is pregnant or going to be pregnant soon. Nobody has to tell me, but I feel like there's someone I'm talking to tonight that either is or is going to be. I don't know why, I just got that feeling. Channeled messages from Jay. Messages from Jay to Danielle. Like, there's definitely pregnancy surrounding someone in here. Okay. Messages from Jay to Danielle. What is he challenged with? What is he challenged with? Okay. Queen. Oh, maybe. Danielle, I'm hearing him say, I feel overwhelmed, or I feel like I need to overcome. I feel like I'm being challenged, or basically asking me to like keep my commitment. What is this? It's easy for me to be more independent, to chase the money, to focus on my career. And I feel like a lot of times I'm being challenged to maybe steer my focus off of that aspect of my life and onto other things. I feel like maybe one of those things are investing in you, and what you expect or what you want from this. It can feel a bit challenging to me but I do know that that's something that I will get over and that I can handle and I can take care of. What I want is an opportunity with you. What I want is the ability to enjoy the simplicity, the little things. I might feel busy a lot of the time, and I feel like I don't have a lot of time to kind of settle in or settle down and just kind of enjoy my time. And I want to enjoy my time with you. I think that it's something that needs to be said, and I think it's something you need to know, is that you are important to me. You are a priority in my life. I don't know if I'm ready to make you the top priority or the only priority, because I do feel like there's other things that I'm after, other things that I'm trying to do. But I do think about you, and when I think about my future, you are a part of that. I feel like work really is my goal. It's my focus. It's my drive. It's where I find my value. But I feel like a lot of times I'm asked to like shift the focus off of that, and that's hard for me to do. I feel uncertain about new paths forward or taking a different path than what I originally intended. That makes me anxious and restless and a bit nervous. And it's not my typical prerogative, or it's not my default to look at other people's perspectives. I'm typically only thinking about myself and what I have going on. It's not very natural for me to just think about the other side of things or what someone else might be feeling or thinking. I feel like my luck is changing. I feel like I want to make it clear that the way in which I make money and having money and having a career, like, this is what makes me feel valued. Like, this is what makes me feel proud. This is what makes me feel like I have something to offer, and I'm excited to share this part of myself. It makes me feel worthy. Danielle, if you wanted to know if he travels, like if the work trip thing, this is coming up again, the world here. I want to communicate a way to maybe resolve our differences, or maybe where you're not happy, areas where you're not happy. I want to talk this through. I want you to be a part of this. I don't want to just make you feel like, you know, we're on our own to figure this out individually. Hey, Reef, thank you. I'm not over you. I'm not done with this. What did I say? I hide behind material things. That's what makes me feel worthy, confident. I am so attracted to you. Sometimes I lie awake thinking about you. I admire you. I still feel the pain. I wish things could be different. I don't know what comes next. I think it's just kind of what he's talking about, like he's wanting to work with you on it, collaborate with you, come together. I can't stop thinking about you. It was you, or sorry, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Maybe he's saying it was you, it's always been you. Maybe that's what I heard. It was you, it's always been you. Danielle, he's a real piece of work. One more for Danielle, please. Messages from Jay. Ooh, he said 2 things. So he keeps tabs on you. He watches you. There's a I watch your social media here. And then we don't share the same values. So you guys aren't seeing eye to eye on things. So I feel like that could be what I was sensing up here, is that he's wanting to put focus on one thing. You're wanting him to shift it onto something else. You have expectations that are hard for him to meet. So when he says we don't share the same values, it's just like you guys maybe aren't on the same page, or you want different things. Okay, let me catch up on this chat. Hold on. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. You guys are getting like so scared. That is so funny. I want to be an aunt. Don't play with my feelings. It's not me. I hope not, or I'm going to sue my birth control company. HEA told me that Marquise wants to get me pregnant. Oh, damn. How do you feel about that, Becca? Crazy. Y'all are so funny. If I get pregnant, I'm going to die. Now I'm scared. I hope it's you, Queen Resilient. I just choked. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so funny. No, you're not on the same page, right? You are welcome, Danielle. Thank you for always coming back. It's an honor to read for you. Okay, so we are going to move on to Queen. Queen, let me know. I'm assuming you wanted one mini reading and one in-depth reading, but you let me know how we're breaking it down. Yeah, y'all just be careful if you don't want any kids. I mean, it honestly could be like a family member, you know, something like that. You guys might get like a pregnancy announcement. But I just feel like heavily that there's pregnancy surrounding someone. And it was like, when I said it, it was who was in the chat at the time. I think I had like 7 people viewing or something. It could be you. Again, just gonna throw that out there. But I just feel like there's pregnancy surrounding one of these people in here today. All right, and then after Queen, we have Sarifa. Oh, damn, I speak. That's crazy. Oh, so you have 3 questions. Okay, okay. It could be me. Oh my gosh. If I'm pregnant, I'd be the next reborn again Virgin Mary. Reef, you're probably safe. Oh my gosh, y'all are funny. Okay, so we have 3 questions, 3 minis for Queen. Okay. I'm really enjoying the chill vibes tonight, guys. I need it, and it's just like, I love it. I love when it's just like more intimate and you guys aren't waiting 7 years to get your question answered. All right, so first question for Queen. Does Junior talk about me? One more for Queen. Does Junior talk about Queen? Please show me a yes or a no. Ooh. So we have the Two of Cups and the Lovers first out. We have Justice, which can talk about communicating the truth, being an honest person, being a fair, loyal person. We also have the Tower, and we have 3 of Pentacles. Okay, 100% he talks about you. All right. It's very likely that with the Tower, he's having epiphanies, revelations through this conversation with these other people, that he might be realizing maybe how much he really likes you, and maybe just be like, you know how sometimes when you have a problem and you need to talk it through, so you say it out loud, whether it's to someone else or to yourself, because you're trying to hear like what you really think or what you really should do. That's why it's called talking it out. And I feel like that's what's kind of happening to him, is when he's communicating these things and like his feelings for you to these other people, he's having these like aha moments or these like revelations, you know, like these light bulb moments where he's just kind of like, I didn't really realize I felt that way, but I guess I do. Center of the reading being Justice, just talking about communicating fairly. Honestly, I feel like he says good things about you. So that's great. Let's get further clarification of the Tower. For the clarification of the Tower, we have the Empress. Okay, so oh my God, and the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Girl, I don't think there's a third-party interference. I will clarify that. I will look into it for you. But the way this man is talking about you and thinking about you, to me, like, there's just, you are beyond. I just don't think he'd entertain it. I don't think he'd risk it. But the Empress is very like goddess energy, basically saying this person hangs the stars and the moon. They're the ultimate divine feminine. So from a masculine to say this about a feminine, it means that they just hold them to be very high caliber. This is Queen, you know, like I said, very divine goddess energy. And so this may even be someone thinking about having a child with you, actually. The Empress does talk about children and pregnancy and giving birth. I feel like he would look to you as an equal. He would look to you as someone who can support him in the best ways. So yeah, that is the first question. So let's go to the second one. Hey, Creative, thanks for being here. Our free list is actually closed for the night. You're more than welcome to donate $3 if you'd like for that question to be answered. Ooh, pasta. That sounds yum. I am having California skillet. It's basically like a deconstructed bell pepper, like stuffed bell pepper. So it's like got rice and peppers and onions and rotel tomatoes, and it's just like a whole thing. It's like one of my favorite things to make. It's gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free. I top it with avocado. All right, so Spirit, can you please tell me, is there a third-party interference with Junior and Queen? Is there a third-party interference? Is there a third-party interference with Junior and Queen Resilience? Let's see what the cards have to say. I am getting 2 no's right off the bat. Let's see what else we've got here. Center of the reading is pure feelings for one divine feminine, Queen of Cups. Yeah, he's sleeping on other options. So basically, this is like the idea of like him, like other people might be trying to talk to him, but he's like, no. Like he's basically blocking, like if you imagine this is you, this is him, and these are other people, it's like he's coming in between and like stopping that interference between the two of you is kind of how I'm reading this. And again, 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Wands is a no straight away. It's a no card for me. I think he's a very private person, a very intimate person. I think he likes one-on-one interaction anyway. So I just truthfully feel like he's sleeping on these hoes. He's like not interested. That's my personal feelings on it. And the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. So there could be like other, what I'm assuming, people interested, but they are being told no. They're upset. They're crying about it. They're sad about it. So keep in mind, there could be other people, but I feel like he's turning them down. Stuffed bell peppers. You need to try a deconstructed bell pepper, which is, we call it California skillet, with ground beef, onions, bell peppers, rotel tomatoes, and I put some beef broth in it and some white rice until it all cooks in together. It's so good. I've been making it for like 10 years probably. Yeah, you can definitely put cheese on it. My fiance does cheese and sour cream. I try to be as gluten-free, dairy-free as I possibly can just because of my Hashimoto's, my thyroid. But you guys can, dazzle and razzle it all up however you want. It's very, very good. Okay, so Queen says, will I have any more kids? Please show me a yes or a no in this reading. Will Queen have any more kids? Ooh, I am getting a yes. So you got an ace here. This is almost like a seed being given to you. So we're going to say seed, but you know what I mean. And celebration, 4 of Wands. This means home. This means family. All your friends celebrating this new little blessing. So I do feel like you are. The world is round. It can signify an ending with a new beginning, feeling accomplished, feeling complete. So maybe like this you know, child might be just like the final piece to your puzzle. What else? What else am I getting? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Okay, so keep in mind, I feel like another child will happen, but you may struggle trying for the child. The 5 of Cups is here. I think Spirit gave me this card as one of the last cards because they didn't want me to get confused with the answer being a yes. But just keep in mind that it may not be the easiest journey for you. I hope it is. I hope I'm wrong. But you may not get pregnant right away. It may come at a time where you weren't ready maybe to, or you weren't prepared. I don't feel like this is deep sadness and grief, but if it is, it could talk about miscarriage, things like that. So just keep in mind, you know, you could struggle or something like that. But I do feel like the end result is going to be another child, at least one more. And I see you here, like it making you stronger. This experience makes you stronger. So that is what I've got for you, Queen. Thank you for your donation. Hey, Rising, how are you? We have Reef next. Reef, did you have 3 minis? Did you have 1 10 card, 1 mini? Did you want to do channeled messages? What am I doing for you? You're very welcome, Queen. Yay, we have more likes on my stream. Thank you guys so much. Sorry, I had to turn down the AC. I'm cracking up. Okay, Reef, you're totally fine. Absolutely. Okay, so let's do the 9 card and then we'll do a mini reading. So the 9 card, Reef, is the one that I have is for you. You said what's up for you in the near future. So you want a 9 card spread. Because the 9 card spread that I have, it's between you and someone else. Like it'll basically answer questions like how do they feel about you? What are their intentions? Da, 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 da. But if you don't have a person in mind, then I can find a 9 card spread that talks about like future love for you if you want, or if a future general 9 card spread. What are you looking for? Okay, so Tim and you. Okay. So 9 card spread, and then it's going to be how they feel about you, their true intentions, what you want, what they want, what brings you together, what pulls you apart, the energy around the relationship, what's hidden, and will the relationship be successful? And then whenever you're ready, you can get that mini question prepared for me. Yay, Rising. Thank you for donating. You'll be after this one. I'm doing Reef, and then you'll be after Reef. Thank you. Okay, 9 card for Tim and Reef, please. 9 card for Tim and Reef. Okay, Sarita, I'm going to put that off to the side. I am going to try to zoom out a little bit so that we can try to have a little more surface area. Okay. First out, Ace of Pentacles. Then we have 2 of Wands, the Empress, the 9 of Swords. That's interesting. King of Pentacles. And then we have, actually, I'll put this one here. And then we have Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands. Spirit, can you please clarify the 9 of Swords, please? Please clarify the 9 of Swords. Adrena, I can do a yes or no, but I'm not doing the free ones. But my yes or no's are $3. Clarify the 9 of Swords. So I'm working on Sarifa right now, and after that I have Rising, and then it would be you if you donated. So there would just be technically one person ahead of you. Okay. Okay. So you and Tim, I can't remember if you guys are in a relationship or not, but there seems to be some type of indecision or uncertainty revolving around the relationship. That's at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you guys have been through some stuff, or you felt like this could have been a bit challenging. That's a general underlying energy. How they feel about you is, I feel like they want to give something to you. They want to make an offer to you. The Ace of Pentacles can talk about, let me turn on the light. I feel like it's getting way too dark in here. It can talk about like providing something to you or extending something your way, maybe extending an olive branch or wanting to connect with you. They could also feel that you're someone that they value. So it's like, I feel like here, just starting off, that this person's not letting you go right away. Like, I feel like they still have you there in the back of their mind. Their intentions are basically to remain kind of how things are. I don't see them acting upon anything at this time. That's not to say that a variable that's thrown in the mix couldn't change that. It could. So if you were to reach out to this person, that could change this card. But right now, I do feel like this person's more in the thinking phase, the thinking mindset, the pondering, wondering, fantasizing. I feel like they're kind of planning, but they're not quite preparing for something action-based right now. Awesome, Andrina, thank you. And you're like, yeah, okay, all right. What you want. So I'm seeing you here as you're wanting someone, you know that you hold value. You know that you can make this person's day better. You know that what it is that you have to offer to a connection. That's not what you're questioning. You're wondering when someone is going to make you feel that you're valued, because you know you are of value, but you're like, when is someone going to make me feel this way? When is someone going to let me step into my true divine power and just let me be effortlessly who I am without having to worry or be concerned about anything or worry about, what's going on over here? Like, let's just be good together. Let's not have this confusing state of mind. Whereas what he wants, I think, is to just continue to be miserable. Like, I mean, that's really what's coming out. The Nine of Swords, what they want, are you kidding me? She's literally laying on a bed of swords. Why would that be what he wants? Self-sabotage, possibly. I feel like sometimes he can let the wind can blow, okay, and give him a little kiss on the cheek, and he feels suddenly shifted and suddenly scared, and he views it as a sign for, like maybe this won't work. I think he gets scared, he gets spooked easily. And truth be told, he's in this place right now that feels like he is just enjoying the misery. I don't know if he wants people to feel bad for him. That could be it. Maybe he wants to play the victim. He wants to, like you said, he wants to talk about how lonely and miserable he is. It's very clear and evident that that's what he's doing. I think sometimes when we're stuck in a cycle and we're alone and miserable, we don't realize that we're the maker of that experience, and that we feel like we need to change. But I feel like he likes being the victim. He likes people feeling bad for him. And I feel like he's just going to hang out there for a little while, most likely. What brings you together? It's a very interesting dynamic that what brings you together is also what pulls you apart. I had a similar situation happen when I did this reading last night for someone else, is that everything contradicts itself. What brings you together is actually the reason to why you guys aren't working. I feel like there's maybe a lot of physical chemistry maybe between the two of you. There could be physical attraction, but then there's the contradiction of not being able to be physical, tangible in any other way. So again, that's just an example, but it's like you guys seem well suited, you seem well matched. That's what brings you together. But it contradicts itself, because even though you're well suited and well matched personality wise and maybe physically wise or whatever, you want different things. So then you're different people, and then you're not a good match in that way. So it's like this kind of push and pull here, contradiction of the exact reason why you guys are so drawn to one another is the exact reason why it's not working, or it hasn't been working. Exactly. So I think honestly he just wants to be miserable. And that's fine. He can do that all by himself. What's hidden is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles talks about opportunities, and specifically finances, but we're doing a love reading. It can talk about maybe the patience that's needed, that you guys aren't necessarily. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the energy around the relationship. So patience is one of them. What I was kind of saying already, needing patience, needing to be patient for a situation. But the Page of Pentacles also talks about an opportunity or seeking an opportunity as well. So what's around the relationship is the fact that both of you always kind of leave the door open for each other. Yeah, so his intentions are still up here. They're still in his head. He has not decided to make any moves, and that's where he intends to stay. What's hidden is the Devil. So I feel it's very because the devil is what stops us from being the best versions of ourselves. It's what prevents us from being able to reach our highest self. That's our goal in this life, is to reach enlightenment. And we a lot of times can suffer due to very cardinal human temptations, sex, materialism, negative thought patterns, bad habits, attachments, like anything, addictions. I don't know if I said that or not, but basically sometimes we can go through trauma, and instead of trying to get through that and giving ourselves grace, we can fall through shame, and this can turn into this victim mentality. Your upbringing, the way you were raised, your unwillingness to get yourself out of that situation, like so many things, so many different human experiences can fall under the devil. That's how we keep chained and locked and attached to a certain situation. And here in the devil, we cannot grow, we cannot evolve, we cannot reach enlightenment. And so what's hidden is maybe possibly desires for one another, temptations that are hard to fight, that maybe you guys aren't really acknowledging. And it can also be just things about each other that you aren't aware of. So he has his own devil, and he has his own things that he has to work through and fix and change. And maybe you're not aware of everything that he's going through. Maybe he doesn't make himself vulnerable enough to communicate these things to you. And so what's hidden from you is the unknowingness of, what it is he's battling or what it is he's dealing with. And it's his, like, what is the word? It's almost like a stubborn, like, conviction that he's stuck here, and his unwillingness to do better or to make his life better. And I think that's something that it's too complex for you to have to sit here and unearth and figure out. So that's what I've got that's hidden here. And then, will the relationship be successful? We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a yes card for me. I think that it is possible. I'm not getting like a flat out no, but I do feel like this is an immature court card. It can mean that we're not fully evolved and mentally developed and mature enough for something to work. So I feel like this is just talking about needing a lot more growth for something to come. And will it happen? Not sure. So it's a little bit of hope here, but I'm not. The Knight of Wands too, again, is a very fiery energy, and does what they want, right? Very impulsive. And so I feel like to a certain capacity, your connection could work, but I feel like you want it to be more than that. You want it to evolve past where it is now. And I think that's kind of where you're stuck. So yeah, so that's what I've got. And then the mini reading that you wanted. Adrena, you will be next, so you can go ahead and, if you don't mind, repost your question. So when you say what's going to go down for me in the near future, any advice? So you're wanting just like a general near future reading. Is that correct? It doesn't have to be about love. It's just like in general what's going on in the near future. Okay, thanks, Andrina. I've got it. All right, so let's change up that energy. We'll get you a new deck. Any highlights? What to look out for? Gotcha. Oh, Andrina, I am so sorry. I made a mistake. Rising storm is in front of you. I do apologize. Rising, no pressure. Andrina just has a yes or no question. So if you're cool with her going first, that would be awesome, but no pressure. You don't have to say yes if you're in a rush. Rising, you can actually go ahead and post your question too. Okay, Andrina, I see the added in the near future. Got it. Dang, we have more likes on this video. Thank you guys. You're awesome. All right, what's going to go down in the near future for Sarifa, please? Anything that she needs to know, be on the lookout for, any advice. You're awesome. You guys are so nice. Okay, so the star and release came out at the same time. I just went ahead and grabbed the extra card for you. So out of 6 cards, you have 4 major arcanas. So that's a big deal because major arcanas talk about major life themes. So I feel like there's a transformative type of time that's coming in for you in the near future. So during this time, I would say stay hydrated. I would say make sure you're getting adequate sleep, make sure you're nourishing your body, no junk food, things like that. Because there's something that's being unearthed. This is a time for you to focus on yourself. The life experience card here is the Tower, and it can also talk about significant things happening, powerful revelations, maybe just big changes. So overall, it's very like Scorpio transformation type of energy. You might feel like there's a lot going on right now, and I would say it's not a very good time to make any decisions. So don't sign new contracts, don't buy a house, don't get in new relationships. Give it maybe like another month or so before you start really making these plans, but it's a good time to start thinking about what you want and how you want this next year or next few years to go. This is like the planning stage. This is the time for you to invest in yourself and enjoy simpler times, enjoy life's little luxuries, but just be very mindful of where you're putting your energy. Don't surround yourself with people who are energy vampires. If you feel drained after hanging out with someone, it's a good indication that they're taking your good energy. So maybe minimize your time around people. It seems like it would be a good idea to kind of take some time on your own and be mostly on your own right now. It's kind of feeling like a dark night in a way. You can be around people. I don't want you to feel like you can't be social or anything like that. But I just feel like it might be good when you feel like you need to kind of disconnect and recharge. It would definitely be good to be in tune and listen to your body because your body knows what you need and it will tell you. This card actually talks about spending time alone, spending quiet time alone, which is interesting because it's the center of your reading and I didn't even see that. I just picked that up, so it's interesting. You could be focusing more on what makes you happy, Perfect. Just stay focused, put the effort on yourself. Don't worry about what's this person doing or what they're doing, or if someone invites you out, don't feel guilty saying no, I can't. Like, you pay so much attention to yourself over the next, I would say, at least month, maybe a little bit longer. Also, just find times to play. Just because you're experiencing times of solitude and kind of more quieter time where you're reflecting within doesn't mean you can't have fun. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. It doesn't mean it has to be like this serious thing, even though I'm sure certain elements do make it serious. And this is also a great time to do spring cleaning, to declutter. You have the release card here, which talks about end of a phase or a situation. The release card is the death card. That's also like Scorpio energy. So purge, declutter, make room for new things to come in for you. I feel like this is a happy time for you. It's positive. But this is where here, it even says make long-term plans. Remember when I said like what you want for this year or even the next couple of years? It's like you're on the right path, but like now is the time to kind of really make those adjustments. If you feel like things last year weren't working for you, then it's important to kind of, hunker down, bunker down, whatever the word is, and get that stuff going. I think that also through this process of inner work and paying more attention to yourself, you will find that you'll also be working through some healing that needs to be done as well. But everything kind of talks about just like moving forward, not making any big decisions right now, but just more thinking about things, making plans, deciding what it is that you want, and just focusing within. I feel like the decluttering right now especially is going to make you feel so good. If you still have if you celebrate any of the holidays that have recently happened and you have like decorations or anything like that, take these down ASAP. For you in particular, you want to clear away for something new. You don't want to have last year's lingering energy hanging around. And also, good luck on your test. Congratulations for making it that far. Hell yeah. Go out of the country. Celebrate yourself. When is the nursing test? I finished 10 years ago. It's just that I feel guilty about taking my test after my husband passed. Oh, Sarifa. I bet you he's over on the other side saying, why did you wait so long? Why have you waited so long? I'm very proud of you. I'm sure that was like a big decision to come to. But I feel like he'd be rooting for you on the other side. Like, about time. It's about damn time. Yeah, for sure. That's still nice of him to offer them. Well, thank you, Reeve, for your donation. I appreciate it. Good luck with everything. Adrina. So after finally making sure my daughter felt more comfortable about being a little bit more independent, I felt more ready now to do it. That's perfect. You're in a good headspace. I love it. Thanks again. So Adrina, will Mike travel overseas to come see me in the near future? Will Mike travel overseas to come see Adrena in the near future? Oh, Andrina, thank you. I try. I do what I can. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm ignoring them. It does get kind of crazy during the actual reading. But you've got this, Reef. It's going to be a great year. Okay. Will Mike travel overseas to come see Andrina in the near future? Please show me a yes or a no. Will Mike travel overseas to come see Andrina in the near future? Okay, so the first thing that I asked is, will he come to see you in the near future? I am getting a no. It seems to have to do with money because the no that came out was the 5 of Pentacles. So it could just be work is in the way, you know, like personal priorities, day-to-day stuff that like is making it difficult for him to get there. It could be vacation time. It could be he can't afford it. It basically feels generally, this is like technical affairs that are happening here that are making it difficult for him to get to you in the near future. Not that he doesn't desire to or doesn't want to. It just feels like he would have a difficult time doing it. To me, it feels like he's thinking within like a year, maybe at the end of this year if it does happen. But I feel like he's thinking more along the lines of like later on. Now, it could be a surprise. I don't think he would just randomly surprise you like that, but I think he'd give you time. But something that's coming through is that when he does, if and when he does, it's going to be kind of like, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I feel like just needs to happen now while I've got the funds or I have the ability to do it. So you could get short notice. But as of right now, overall, I'm feeling like it's a no for the near future. I did specifically ask, like, in general, if he's going to come see you, and I am getting a yes. Page of Wands. He wants to march to the beat of his own drum, do what he wants to do, follow his impulses, his urges, his desires, but it is making me feel like he feels stuck due to situations beyond or circumstances beyond his control. The 3 of Pentacles here is making me feel like it's back to the drawing board. Maybe we need to figure something else out or make like a plan for the long term. I don't think he necessarily has it together where he can just come on over, you know, on a plane randomly. At least not now in the near future. But it is something that he's planning, and I do think that he wants you to be in on it. As soon as he knows that it's a possibility, he'll make you aware. I see him being this person here. If you can see, there's a little world in their hand, so they're thinking about traveling. And we also have this card here with the world in it as well. Lots of globes in this reading, and so I feel like he's plotting. I feel like he's making a plan. I feel like he's trying to figure it out. If he has a cat, that might be important. I don't know. But I do feel like it's on his mind. I do think it's something that he wants to do, Andrina. And I do think it's something he will do. But I just don't, I think the near future part is the part that I'm getting hung up on. So that's what I've got for you. I pulled a couple extra cards because I just wanted extra clarification. It's hard to answer a yes or no question without like giving you a little extra details. I like to be able to give you something. So thank you for the donation. We are going to move on to Rising. Rising, if you're here, if you can let me know. That's so funny, you guys have the same last name. I know, the two worlds. It's funny. And it's kind of like symbolism for y'all's two worlds coming together, you know? You're very welcome. All right, so this is for rising. So I saw James today while I was downstairs from my building. I was expecting him to walk past me and say nothing, but he said, "Hey, how are you?" and kept walking. How did he feel about seeing me? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Rising, are we doing an in-depth for you, or are we doing a couple questions? Yeah, absolutely, Andrina. I want to make sure you guys are walking away with some type of clarity if I can. It's not a problem. So Rising, I wasn't sure if you heard my question. I wanted to know, did you want this to be like an in-depth with charms? Did you want Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So I can do 10 cards in charms, or I can just pull like 15 cards for you. I can pull from a couple different decks if you'd like. Let me know. I want to make sure you get what you were expecting from me. All right, so let's see what the overall energy is here between James and Rising. What was he thinking? How was he feeling about seeing her? What was James thinking and feeling about seeing her? Sorry guys, my voice is still like healing. Ooh. Okay, so everything's telling me a path forward. Ooh, he thought you were beautiful, girl. He was liking the way you were looking. If everything feels like a path forward, I have forgiveness, beauty, and trust, and maybe like trusting into the situation, maybe wanting to heal yeah, absolutely. We'll do some charms. Heal like and move forward. So everything's just like, I do feel like a lot of times he's kind of just like, whoa, I saw her again. Like, and I don't think he thinks it's like this insane thing. You guys are close proximity. But I do feel like he feels almost like it's a gift of some sort, and things are just kind of opening up and expanding for you guys. I think that he probably would have said nothing. Maybe he anticipated it, but I think he thought, no, now's my chance. I'm going to shoot my shot. Like, I'm going to say, hey, how's it going? You know, like it'll give her a little something to like remember me by, you know, but I do feel like he was attracted to you. He was looking at you feeling like you were very beautiful today. I think that is something that he's thinking about. Yeah, he's got an eye on you, that's for sure. And I like where this is going. He feels blessed to have had this interaction. Anything else? He digs your hair. Like I feel like there's something about your hair that he likes. How did he feel about seeing rising? Celebrated. There's a celebration that he was probably feeling inside. I feel like he did feel more connected to you. Maybe just, you know, a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I think that any interaction that you guys have with each other, it feels good. Like make sure this is like not crooked. Okay, so there's definite nerves that happened here, either between you and him or him specifically. Like I'm feeling like nervous in my stomach, but like excited, like a good excitement. There's something here about like the backside. So I'm not sure if like as he was passing by, he was like hoping you were like watching him walk by or like keeping close tabs on him. I think there might have been a point where he wanted to turn around and like see if you were still looking, but he was like, nah. I don't know. There's something here about like the way in walking, feeling confident, moving forward, but like inside, kind of like panicking a little bit. It definitely feels like new crush kind of feelings here. Definitely liked this exchange. There's a lot of positivity towards this. So he was talking about attraction to you and feeling like you're very beautiful. This woman is naked here. And as we all know, when you're doing a reading in that's sexual in nature, the Ace of Swords is his staff. So I feel like he was definitely feeling the attraction, the chemistry. I think seeing you again could have made him aroused, possibly. Ace of Cups. So I think that he feels like these new feelings are promising. Again, everything just kind of seems like it's making the way or the path is being cleared. And he is reading in between the lines as well as you are. I think he's looking into this further for a deeper meaning for why you guys keep having these interactions. And I feel like he was trying to play it cool. He was trying to act like it's just a hey, casual, what's up, you know? But I feel like inside he was kind of like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like I just feel like inside he was just like, ah. But at the same time, he wants to play it cool. He doesn't want to show that he's like, you know, having these feelings. I cut the deck and the Lovers is here. So if anything, this was just validation for himself to like maybe he's just like in the past, you know, I've got these feelings for her. Are they going to go away? Are they real? What are they? Kind of thing. Then he sees you again. He's like, oh shit. And I think that realizing and being aware of how he feels when he's near you, talking to you, looking at you, I think he's realizing that it's a lot more than maybe what he admits to himself. So I think every exposure is just further validating maybe that something more is happening here. I like too when you guys have these new interactions because it feels like it's breathing new life into the reading, and you know, there's like more to be said. Like the energy shifts around you guys a bit. It's very fun. All right, so let's pull out the charms. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, guys, is put on a last call on the screen. So if anybody, let's do a last call for, we'll say 3 minutes. We'll do a last call for 3 minutes, and anybody who wants to donate between that time, you can. Otherwise, I'm gonna close it out. Andrina, yes, absolutely. Go for it. Yeah, he had a serious face. He was definitely trying to play it cool. I saw the 4 of Pentacles, and that's just kind of like keep my feelings close to my chest, like not really say anything, not show your cards. Like that's kind of what that card is for me. Last call for orders. When the timer beeps, that'll be it for the night. All right. How did he feel about seeing rising? Sorry if this is loud, guys. How did he feel about seeing rising? How do you feel about seeing rising? Ooh, he thought you were looking so hot, like you were looking like a snack. That's funny. That's a funny message. You were looking like a snack to him. Yeah, he definitely got aroused for sure. Like he wanted to take a bite out of it. Oh, this is hilarious. Got it, Andrina. I'll be right with you. Okay, so you're a rare find to him. I feel like you're something special. I feel like he's just always going to think that about you. What I love about this little gem here is it's a masculine wanting to present a feminine with something. Is kind of how I see this, or a person in general wanting to present someone else with a gift or give something. So a lot of times it could be a note, a text, a letter, more of their effort and energy. So that's good to see because it means that things are still moving forward between you guys. I feel like there was regret for him around Christmas time for not trying harder with you. That could have come up today. We have Libra, Taurus, Pisces. Charming. It felt you were charming to him, maybe wanting to be charming towards you. This is the second time we are getting something about trust. So I feel like he's maybe trusting more in this connection with the way that things kind of just randomly, spontaneously are happening. He feels at peace. He likes this. He doesn't have regrets about this interaction. All right, guys, that's going to be it for donations tonight. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought. Tomorrow might be a typed reading, typed in audio or just typed, because I am pretty sure I'm gonna be in a lot of pain tomorrow. So but I will be back. So where was I? Second thing about feeling trust here in your reading, and just kind of like trusting the experience and trusting what's happening, and maybe just becoming more aware of these synchronicities, these kismet moments, things of that nature. I think that he generally felt at peace, like he felt good about the interaction. I think sometimes he walks away kind of going, oh, what an idiot, why did you say that, or why did you do that? But I think that he feels good about this interaction today. He does a good job not showing it, for sure. It's very possible he even went out of his way to, like, he knew you were there, you know, to make sure that I honestly feel like he started off thinking that he wasn't going to say anything or he wasn't going to acknowledge you. but there was some type of like regret here around Christmas time that he's feeling, and I think that he felt now was the time to kind of make up for it. Oh, Rising, thank you. Sorry about that. I'll add you to the list. He just feels kind of like, you know, that's Katy Perry song, isn't it called like Black Widow or something? That's kind of coming to mind. I feel like he looks at you as a siren, like a seductress. He looks like you just get him all caught up in your web. And I feel like there's still that draw, that magnetism between you guys that he is feeling. And I think he honestly likes being there. I think that he feels like it's possible. It's tough for you to like to crack your shell because we have a nut and we have a crab. So he may feel like it's hard to get underneath the layers or really figure you out. And I think that he knows he's going to have to do like a deep dive like search basically to try to get more out of you, because I do feel like you're very good at matching energies. But again, with the little pearl here as well as the nut, it could just mean that you're very precious to him and that he views you as something that he treasures, that is rare, that doesn't come around a lot of the time. But I am feeling he's positive. For some reason, I'm viewing this right now as like the glass half full. So I feel like he feels good about the interaction. There's intuitive here. So there could be maybe feeling like you guys are trying to tap into each other's telepathic intuition, you know, trying to communicate very non-verbally as well. All right, so that is what I've got for you there. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me confirm these last two donations. All right, so we're gonna do Andrina. His ex was around on Christmas or around Christmas. Yeah, he has regrets about something around that time. Like, and the only reason I can put two and two together is because I heard the word regret, and it was like as I was kind of touching that piece and like looking at that piece, so that's kind of how I put that together. I got a phone charger from Five Below, and it's like the absolute worst. It's dying. So it's like that wire thing. If anybody has an iPhone, you know what I'm talking about. Like the wire and the charger just starts fucking up. I'm like trying to charge my phone. The good thing about Five Below is they recycle the chargers. So you can buy a charger one time from them and bring back any of your chargers, and they'll replace it for free with a new one. So as long as you bring them a charger to exchange, they'll give you a new one for free, which I think is kind of cool. So can't really complain. You're welcome, Rising. So we're going to work on Andrina's question now. So you want to know if you should go to Colombia next. Like you want to know if the next place, I've got a guess already. So we're going to take that. Should the next destination be Colombia? Should she go to Colombia next? Show me a yes or a no for Andrina, just for confirmation here. I am getting a yes. Ooh, and the water. There's water in Colombia, right? So we got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Is your man in Colombia? I don't know why. I'm getting a masculine and feminine here. Doesn't have to be. Ooh, we have 10 of Cups, alignment, harmony, fulfillment. I feel like this is something you really enjoy, you're really drawn to. If you've been here before, maybe even your soul's calling you there. Tropical is what I'm getting. Tropical vibes. There's water in 3 out of the 5 pictures here. But yeah, 10 of Cups means it's like, do it when it's right, but it feels right. 10 of Cups is like alignment and just all around, just feeling like you're where you're supposed to be. And it could have taken you a long time to get there, but it's about feeling content, a total love of life. No man there. That's okay. There might be. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It actually looks like the same man, doesn't it? Don't these two men look the same in these pictures? Very similar. But anyways, doesn't have to be. But I am getting a yes. It could just be your masculine and feminine energies like merging and like being balanced and being aligned here. Center of the readings, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to love it there. I have Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Maybe march to the beat of your own drum, enjoy yourself, kind of unwind, relax, do your own thing. So Colombia feels like a great vacation spot. It feels like even a good place to kind of live for a little while for you. Settle down. I don't know. It just feels good. I like it. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Indigenous tribes. I love it. I'm game. I'm for it. I think it would be a blast for you. Every single one of those cards for me is a yes anyway. So I feel like all signs were green. No, Mike. Go and enjoy yourself. Rising, what can I answer for you next? You are very welcome. It was my pleasure. Good night. Okay, what could James' next actions be? What could James' next actions be? Let's do a different deck. James' next action, please. or my like weird setup that I'm making right now. We got you. I'll get you the charmies. Okay. Let's do boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I do feel like he's building up the courage right now. So that feels to me action-based. I feel like he's kind of like building up that bravery, you know, despite fear. Oh, Vitas, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You have a lovely rest of your night. I think that he kind of showed that today too, as well, as kind of him just deciding like really quickly in a split second what he was going to do instead of what he originally kind of planned to do. I think that like that last spontaneous, I'm not even going to think it through, I'm just going to say hi. Like, I think that was a very split moment decision. And I think that that's him realizing that he's building up that courage. I think his main motive and goal is to be happy in his home, be happy and settled. Where can he find peace and a family? I think that he's looking for closure as well to provide that happiness. What are his next actions towards rising, please? What are his next actions towards rising? I think the zoomed out thing is like really messing with me. Let me zoom back in. Okay, so that's so crazy because I remember with the charms I said you're really good at matching energy. And so I feel like when he says something to you and he gets something back out of you, he realizes that, I think he's starting to put two and two together and realizing that the more effort he puts into this, the more he's going to get out of it from you. Because I think you kind of go, you know what, it's up to you to take the lead. That's kind of what I'm picking up. We have the closure card again. I think his main action is going to be closing out things that aren't working. I think he's actually, I would say he's probably 80%, 90% done with that. The Queen of Pentacles, god damn it. The Queen of Pentacles was in your last reading and I just ignored her. I'm like, fuck, you don't matter. And she's here again and it's just like pissing me off because I'm just like, I'm frustrated because this Queen of Pentacles seems to be around. And this is the ex. This is the person that like keeps getting in the way and interfering. And it's bothering me because it's like he's wanting that closure and he's wanting to be able to move on and be happy and have a happy family and a happy life and just be content and like just joyful and fulfilled. And I just feel like she just keeps popping up and it's making me angry. So I guess with that, what that means is that she's probably still going to be around for a little while. Ugh, that's annoying. Actions, please. I don't want to discourage you because I think this is hard. It's draining. It's a lot of energy to put onto someone and a situation where you're like getting microscopic tangible things to hold on to for however long it is. And I think that that makes it difficult, that makes it hard. That is the reality of the situation. So I don't want you to feel discouraged, because the one thing that I am feeling is that you guys are still making forward movement. You guys are still progressing forward. And I know that it's hard to see. It's hard for me to have faith in it as a reader for you, but I can't shake the feeling. And so I feel like it's something that you need to know, is that every single interaction, every single exposure is leading you guys down a more fulfilling place down the line. It's like kind of like, you know, an acquired taste, if that makes sense. I don't want you to think negatively when I say acquired taste, but I mean, say you don't like something, but the more that you expose yourself to it, the more you eat it, you realize, oh, I actually do like this thing. Like, I actually really enjoy this thing. People are like that with like avocados and guacamole. Some people who didn't grow up on it, or beer is another great one, or seafood or something. Like, then you realize like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this thing actually. Like, and I feel like that's kind of like the relationship you're experiencing with this person is almost like acquired. It's something that's going, it's like the long game. It's something that's going to take a while, but it's like every single exposure is bringing you to pleasure. Every single exposure is bringing you towards that final thing that's going to be like mind blowing and exciting. But it's just hard right now because you're not seeing it. But I want you to know that, like, it's not for nothing. It's definitely getting you somewhere. It's getting his wheels going. It's getting his mind going. I think that it's also good that, like, you're around and you're there, because what that's saying to him is that she is stability. She is peace. She is grounded. She's solid, and she's someone always there. And I think for him to probably have such a shaken up and very imbalanced nervous system due to his experiences with his relationship, and maybe other things that we're unaware of, he has like a really jacked up nervous system, and he doesn't ever feel safe. And seeing you and knowing you're there and knowing you're around and knowing you're next door or wherever it is that you are, he feels like she's safe because she's stable, because she's always there. She's always here. I see her like often, you know. And I'm just like going on this whole tangent, but I feel like that's something you need to know, because I know that this can be discouraging. I know that it can be hard. You know, and at some point it might take you kind of being that intuitive one where you open up and like, hey, instead of like, hey, how are you? Walk away. Like, just be like, hey, how have you been? Like, you know, I haven't seen you around, or whatever. It might take like you kind of making it go from a very like default automatic hello, how are you response into maybe a more constructive conversation where you're not really putting yourself out there. But yeah, I know that you're losing hope. I know. And I'm seeing it here in the cards, because I'm like, where are the actions though? Like, I'm, you know, you're wanting to know what his next actions are towards you. And I'm sitting here thinking like, I'm trying to find them. Everything is like behind the scenes. And I'm sitting here going, Spirit, can you please give me something to tell her? Like, what is it that I can tell her? You know, and they're giving me this acquired taste metaphor, I guess. And so it's like every interaction is not for naught. It's definitely has a purpose. And I think that it is getting him more aware of his surroundings, more aware of you, more aware of the connection, because it's if especially if you're not really talking that much, it's hard to maybe you think your mind is playing tricks on you, or you think, I don't know, you can think something like, oh, it's not what I think it is, and just move on. But it's like, if it keeps happening, you're just like, wait a second, wait a damn minute, like there's something going on here. So I feel like my encouraging words to you is, even though I'm not seeing many actions here, I'm seeing more of a desire from him, that you don't let this 100% discourage you. I can understand why you'd want to pull away. I can understand why you wouldn't want to put more energy on him, because it's draining, and I totally get that, and I commend you, respect it, support it. But at the same time, I can't shake, when I do readings for you, what I'm feeling inside, and I never don't feel like there's something between the two of you. And so I just wanted to reiterate that and make that clear. But let's pull some charms. I'll see if I can get any actions. If I don't get actions, I'll at least see what information I can get from the charms. So we'll do that. For sure, if I was sensing that he was kind of moving away from you, or he wasn't thinking about you, or something like that, I would tell you. I just don't feel that. And I did feel it a little bit, maybe between Christmas and the New Year's. I will say that he kind of backed away a little bit. But man, it was really intense. The first 2 weeks before Christmas, I felt it really strongly. And now it feels like there's something more here that feels fresh due to this interaction. So yeah, that's true. I know that you've kind of been the one that's been a little bit more forward, and I do understand that you kind of want it to be on him, especially because you're not attached to anyone right now, and so you're like, it's not my place. But another thing that's encouraging that I want you to know is the way that you get them is the way that you lose them. And so if he is tangled up in this mess with this person, and he tries to entertain you in this process, you never, it would be hard for you to trust that would never happen to you down the line. So there is something commendable about the fact that he is seeing this through with this person till the end, and that he is remaining loyal. I think that that's something to keep in the back of your mind, because if he had jumped ship, if he had said, oh, I'm just going to move on to this next thing, forget it, I think that would make you feel some type of way, that he didn't allow himself to heal, and he didn't allow himself to break the situation off clean and completely. So exactly the way you get them is exactly the way you either lose them or the way that you keep them. So if he separates himself, he distances himself, he removes her from his life, allows himself to heal, I feel like you would be able to keep him, because he would have done the work that's necessary. And I do feel like that's what he's going through right now. So just if you cheat with someone on someone else, then likely that person's going to cheat on you down the line with someone else. So the way that you get them is the way that you keep them. All right. At this point, just happy he spoke to me. That's good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. All right, so let's see if I'm getting any actions here. Okay, so I feel like your connection is powerful. And I do feel like there's a possibility that maybe he's trying to do the best that he can to resist this temptation that he experiences with you. The Eiffel Tower is romance for me. But I want to say I remembered a story about the Eiffel Tower. It was that like it was never supposed to be built, or it was like it was started and then wasn't finished for a long time. And I think that that's symbolism for your relationship, or at least that's the message I'm getting right now. Even if I'm wrong, that's still the message, that it may be taking a long time to build. It could be something that was never really supposed to be, or never really was a thought to be, and now it is. And now it's something that's very strong and powerful and like iconic and symbolizes strength, resilience, and power and romance. And so maybe something that's just taking a little bit of time to get there. The blueprint's ready to go, but it's just taking a minute. You have friendly, charming, and generous as well. These are Leo, Libra, in Aquarius. So it could be just like a fiery attraction, but needing to do what's best for everyone involved. I feel like you guys are a good match with the Libra. It feels like well balanced. The ring is calling to me because I do feel like, I don't know why, it's telling me karma right now. What comes around goes around, but also it's making me feel like there is within both of you, a desire for a committed, long-term, lasting connection. It's a desire that you both have within you. I feel like he views you as someone pure, someone that's not a mess, and maybe you views your connection as pure. You know how you can go through relationships with people and they can feel toxic, and eventually your relationship goes from feeling pure and amazing and untouched and untainted to like black and murky and tar-like and impure and all of those things. And it's like, I feel like he views your connection as like a fresh start. He views you as someone pure. I think that he views you as someone who's kind, like a kind soul. You have the whale tail here. So again, that talks about like attraction for you. Maybe actually specifically desiring to see you in lingerie as well. I do feel like there is an element of himself that just wants to charge in, run in, be courageous, be young, wild, and free. Maybe Young, Wild, and Free is also a song for you in this connection. I get a lot of songs for you guys. He's holding on still to this outcome. I don't see him letting go. The starfish to me feels kind of like a suction, and it feels like something that he doesn't want to like fully give up on this idea. I think a message I just got was that it would hurt him to see you as someone else. The third party symbol is here. he's planning, he's plotting. The fox is very cunning and has a plan and is able to get what they want. So I do feel like he's doing some things behind the scenes. We have made for you and made for an angel. So I think that he views you as heavenly, or he views you as something kind of otherworldly, celestial in nature. I think he is trying to see how to make this work. The triangle and the square don't necessarily go together. It's almost like trying to fit two puzzle pieces together that don't quite fit. And so that to me is making me feel like he's not quite ready still. So there's attraction. You guys have definitely similar morals and values, which is nice to see. There's a sexual chemistry and attraction. And he views you as kind of untainted, untouched, pure, and like heavenly. I'm not sure if that's in comparison to himself or in comparison to other women that he's experienced, but that's how he's viewing you. And not in the way either that he doesn't want to rip your clothes off, but like in a way in which that he just feels like you're a very good person. Oh my goodness, that's the end of my list. So that'll be it for tonight. I am going to do my best, fingers crossed, tomorrow to be back at a minimum with a typed session, maybe with a typed audio session. I know for a fact if my time of the month starts tonight or in the morning, it's going to be a rough day for me. It's like bad for me, but I do want to be here. So I will see what I can do, what I feel up to. I'm going to listen to my body. I'm not going to push myself. But whoever is still hanging out here, Rising, it was an honor to read for you. Thank you again for your donation. I love that you still come back, even though I don't tell you a lot of new things sometimes. It makes me feel good that you still choose me to do your readings. He is picking up when he sees you, for sure. 1000%. All right, guys. Well, Rising, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your evening wherever you are. I think you said New York. I'm not sure. Yeah, of course. And everyone else that's in here, thank you so much for the donations. I hope you all have a great rest of your night.